photographer, and in 2017, I sold my house and everything I owned to live out my dream life as a full-time digital nomad. I started in a 26-foot RV, and within a year, I downsized into a 20-foot van. I've been traveling in an RV for the last 3.5 years around the US, Mexico, and Canada, but I think we can all agree that this last year has brought about many challenges. 2020 has been filled with some major ups and downs and definitely challenged me with traveling between states and countries. I'm just grateful that I can still travel. While I make some French toast for breakfast and snickerdoodle cookies for the holidays, I'd like to talk with you more about owning less and being happier, and then we'll break into the festivities. It's the end of the year and we're celebrating the holidays. During this time, I always find myself reflecting on the last year of my life. How have I changed and improved? Have I lived a happy life? What adjustments do I need to make in order to live a happier life? As I wrap up the year and enter 2021, I find myself thinking about happiness more and more and how owning less makes me happier. I started this journey of story chasing by traveling full-time to gather more moments of deliberate happiness. This is what makes me happy, living with less and traveling. This is my dream. Yours can be something entirely different. The one thing I believe any of us can do, no matter what path you are on for creating more happiness, is to live with less and adopt a more minimalist lifestyle. It all started when I downsized my living space when I moved to downtown Seattle in 2014 and into a 480 square foot apartment. I got rid of the excess and only kept what I really needed to live, like a bed, a couch, a desk to work from, and all the bathroom, kitchen, and clothing essentials. I even downsized decorations so that I wasn't moving things around all the time to clean and dust. The freedom of owning less and living more simply in a minimalist life was thrilling. I had this feeling of abundance and peace that I don't think I'd ever felt before. Fast forward to 2017 when I bought an RV and set out on the road, I again felt this complete sense of freedom, of calm, and extreme happiness. I realize the thought of downsizing so much can be challenging to our minds, but once you start, it becomes addictive because you start to live without the clutter that causes stress and anxiety, and sometimes even more money to maintain. I began to shift my focus from acquiring things to focusing on relationships, my self-care, exploring lands, and enjoying this amazing beauty around me. My mind began to get clearer as if the physical stuff had been taking up space in my head. The clutter was replaced with moments, with stories. Stories of traveling, stories of people I met on the road, stories of hiking, biking, motorcycling, whale watching, and so much more. I got off the hamster wheel of buying stuff, and instead, I traded it in for living in a van that's 20 feet long and about 80 square feet. This van is my mode of travel. It's the only thing I own in this world, along with the contents inside. It feels so nourishing to me knowing that my little van, my home on wheels, allows me to shift my focus to creating more stories. This may seem like extreme minimalism to some, but you don't have to go this extreme. This is how I chose to declutter, downsize, and live a happier life. You can start to downsize and declutter in your own space now. What are you hanging on to that doesn't serve you or add value to your life? Even more important, what are you keeping around that is toxic to your life and doesn't provide space for you to live a happier, more fulfilled life?
Ooh, look at that, buddy.
Oh, Kirby.
Oh, man, we're going to have some fun.
Lily, this is for you. Come on,
Yeah,
come on.
that was a good one. Oh, no. Oh, you love these.
Look,
What's that, Kirby?
Look at that, buddy. It's a rope. It's a rope, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Settle down, buddy. Let me under. I can't even.
Oh.
Lily,
look.
bring your bowl.
It's bacon treats. Yum, bacon treats.
Hey, go get it. If you bounce it, he'll jump in the air and try to grab.
Kirby. Kirby. What you got, Kirby? What you got?
Christmas.
We're out here in the desert, and look at this feast we have. So Scott made spaghetti, meat spaghetti with garlic bread and mozzarella, and then Dave has, go ahead Dave.
I have my own vegan meatball meat sauce.
Yum, it looks
Some
good.
red peppers.
Yeah, and we have Caesar salad. So yeah, Merry Christmas everyone. Well, I made it over here to the Eye Center in Yuma, Arizona, and I think I actually forgot to tell you why I'm here. So I drove over here from Quartzsite, Arizona, and I've been camping over there for a little while, and I got something in my eye. I have no idea what's going on with it, but it just feels like there's an irritant up here in the right corner of my right eye, and there's like this little pinprick. It's kind of like a raised bump. It's been there for about 7 days. And it's super, super, super irritating. I got on a teledoc call with the doctor yesterday. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's a service that's provided through my healthcare provider, and I can do an online call or video call with a doctor. And so I got all that set up yesterday and did that, and I didn't really expect that they would be able to do very much for me because it's my eye, but they basically just said you really need to go get a more professional opinion with an eye doctor, and then also do like an eye wash and some drops and stuff to kind of help it and see if that works. It didn't really work. I mean, it cleaned it out and everything, but it's still there. Since it's been there for 7 days, I thought I better just go ahead and go into the doctor. So that's why I'm here in Yuma. Interestingly, I went in to check in, and they do not allow you inside the lobby due to COVID. They take your name, they take your phone number, they ask you to wait in your car, and they also take your temperature and ask you if you have any COVID signs or anything like that. So I thought that was great for social distancing purposes. That made me feel better about going in there. I really didn't want to wait in the lobby with a bunch of other people. And I'm actually going to probably go into Mexico for just a moment. Los Algodones is over here, and Scott needs some medication for Doozer, so I'm going to go in and get that.
Okay, so you have your appointment for the 20th, January 20th.
Alright guys, so I just got back. Whew, tired. My eyes are stinging a bit. It appears that I have a cyst growth on my eye. There's actually 2 little small ones, and he's just gonna give me some drops that has a steroid and an antibiotic in it, and I have to take those for 2 weeks. It's non-cancerous, it's not bad, just if it doesn't go away with the cream, then they have, or the drops, they have to actually remove it via surgery, and it's just a numbing agent, and they do it in the office, so fingers crossed it doesn't come to that. But now I gotta go pick up the drops. They called in the prescription already, and then head into Mexico. I'm so glad that that's not as bad as I had worried about. I am like that. I worry a little bit sometimes about these things. All right, time to go. All right, well, I'm here at the border. However, I can't get in. See, it says there's the parking lot right there, but the gates are all closed, and the sign back there said exit only. So I don't know, it's weird. There's cars over there, but I can't get in. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's only open for a certain amount of time and they close it, but it doesn't say that. And I know I've been here around this time, but I mean, everything is so different with COVID these days. If I go any further, there's one more entrance into the parking lot over there, but if I go any further, then I will be in Mexico, and yeah, I can't do that. This is the place where you actually just park and walk in. I guess we will not be getting Doozer's medication today. And for all you people who are complaining about me flipping my hair, by the way, I feel like I always have to address these things. My hair is very fine, so you either get to see me flip my hair. I'm not wearing a barrette, it would look dumb. My hair is very fine, or I just wear baseball hats all the time. I'm good with that. We've decided to spend New Year's Eve in Lake Havasu by the water. What a treat this will be to explore around Lake Havasu, which is in Arizona, and also the infamous London Bridge.
Let the first sound you hear be a beating heart. It's beating bright supernova in sight.
We're gassed up and ready to hit the road again.
There are dreams. Remember, yours is the heart that paints the world the very best in the colors of your life. Find your place among the orchards. Know you're perfect as you are.
Alright, well that was a bust. We came all the way to Lake Havasu, went to the state park. They usually have overflow parking there that we stay at, and yeah, it's closed all year long apparently. And our campground is full. It's a holiday weekend and there's a little bit of BLM land around here, but we went and checked a couple of spots and it is so busy. We thought the overflow would be open and we didn't think anything of it. So we have made the hard decision to head back to Quartzsite. So what a wasted day. And here I am, supposed to be taking off time, you know, from doing YouTube videos and working and stuff so I can kind of get my goals and everything together for 2021 and work on my business. All right, back to Quartzsite we go. At least we get to spend a nice peaceful time there. It's kind of quiet there. Internet's great, and it's New Year's Eve coming up. Scott and I just booked a campground in Yuma where I might have to have surgery on my eye if that cyst doesn't go away. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Lily, what do you think? What do you think? And by the way, I do like Quartzsite, not the town itself that much. It's all right. But the camping there is really amazing. It's quiet, internet's great. We've just been there for a while, kind of bopping around. So it was just really time to leave, and we wanted to explore Lake Havasu, but oh well, maybe another time. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
It's time for our last fire here in Quartzsite. Here we go again, back out of Quartzsite and on to Yuma. Simple living and owning less is what makes me happier. Do me a favor and leave me a comment below and tell me at least 2 things you can do this month to declutter and simplify your surroundings and your life.